Good morning, everyone. So, this is the London session of the new day. Right. So, first of all, let's take a look at the news happening today. Um, let's see if we're having any news happening. So, yesterday we had the CPI, but it wasn't a major move. So, today there is the unemployment claims by 1:30 p.m. So, there is a macro news happening today as well. You just have to be careful, okay? All right. So, let's do a review of yesterday and yesterday's trade. By the way, I took a trade yesterday. I thought the NASDAQ was going to go for the previous day high, but it didn't happen. So the buy trade I took yesterday was a losing one. So I lost 2% on the new account yesterday. Okay. And honestly, I was expecting a sell though, but I just thought, okay, they should take the high, and then I wanted to take the trade to the high. And anyway, I know my mistake there, and hopefully I stop making all these mistakes very quickly so that I can start to make money. So, today analysis, it's straightforward. NASDAQ is going to pull into one of these demand zones, right? And if NASDAQ can do that, that's exactly when we would be able to, that's exactly when we're going to be able to take a trade to the upside. So, now that NASDAQ is potentially now at the, the first, let's call it support level, and is already reacting to it positively, but we need to see if it's going to respect. And this is the Asian high, so NASDAQ can potentially from here now go to the Asian high and start rejecting again. It's actually possible. So anyway, we need to see what NASDAQ is going to do for today. If we're going to be buying NASDAQ, we need to see NASDAQ pulling into this demand, or the second one right here. I would love to buy from the second demand zone instead of buying from the one right here, the first one. I like to buy from this second one right here because at least it will give us the best chance of profit. So let's mark our previous day high and previous day low as usual. Like, those are the things that we normally do in terms of areas of liquidity and stuff like that. So this is now the previous day high that we're dealing with over here, and the supply zone will still extend because price is still respecting it, and the previous day low is now right over here. So the previous day low is the lowest point of NASDAQ yesterday. So, and technically price already took the previous day low when the Asian session started, so there's almost no excuse me, there's almost nothing else remaining for NASDAQ to do in terms of taking the previous day low and all. So we're looking at NASDAQ going back into the previous day high and then maybe even selling more from there, or maybe even just going all the way up. All right, so NASDAQ is currently respecting this support level right here. It is respecting it currently. That's what we can see, and it has not taken the liquidity of the Asian low. So that's also another confluence. If the buy is going to start from here, for example, they can come, take this, and then go all the way up and potentially start to rally. Honestly, there's nothing much different right now on the NASDAQ for this morning. I think basically NASDAQ is potentially going to, my key expectation actually is that NASDAQ is going to return to the demand zone, right? So, and that's my expectation. Like, if you see on the 1 hour right now, NASDAQ potentially has to return into, it has already come into this this nearby zone already. However, there's a chance that it needs to go deeper into the second level and the final demand zone over here. So, which is exactly why I'm thinking that NASDAQ is going to do. If NASDAQ can do that, then we can get a big buying opportunity again from that place, and that would be the best opportunity for us. All right, and also something yesterday that affected my judgment in terms of the site that I pick. I was watching TGR live stream, and I saw that they were analyzing for a buy on NASDAQ, and it kind of also messed up how I was expecting, what I was expecting to do. today that's not going to happen today. All right, so today nothing else is going to change my own bias. I'm just going to stick with my bias, and at least pretty much all of last week I was having good decisions, like, you know, on my trade direction I was correct. It's just a stop loss placement, so we don't want to be taking trades when, you know, we're not sure of the direction. So basically now, for today, I think NASDAQ can return back a little bit to this side, to the upside, and then start to give a sell to the downside, and then we're going to take the trade up or downward again. So I still believe that now, since NASDAQ has to reach one of these demand zones before you start buying, so that's why I'm still looking at, okay, if between now and New York session, NASDAQ should still be trading around this current level, above the Asian high and previous day high of yesterday, then we are going to potentially look for sells, you know, especially we'll look for sell around this candle right here. There's a candle right here that looks like a, you know, yeah, this candle. So let me mark it like a supply candle, but it's not like a proper supply zone. But there is a move that just started for me now that broke all this small support level, broke it downward, and then now. So if we come back there, potentially we can actually start going downwards. All right, that's what it is for today. We're gonna come back at New York session. We're gonna trade. We're gonna make profits, and we will make it a nice day. Thank you, everyone. So this is the London session. We'll come for the live trading by New York session itself. So we'll trade live and we'll trade together. Let's have an amazing day. Happy and safe trading, and see you very soon.